Hello, I'm Tanvi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today in this video I'm going to be talking about something pretty serious, that is getting out of your comfort zone, because I've realized that the world is so fast paced these days that everybody is facing an existential crisis over money, success, independence, relationships and whatnot. And some people might not realize it, but all of this is very real. And as a 17-year-old, I also feel these things to such great extent on some days that I question myself that am I doing enough? Is sacrificing my comfort in the name of growth enough? Is Are my dreams worth it? Are my ambitions worth it? Because it is all so weak and fragile these days that a lot of us are not even able to bear the discomfort of thinking about things not working out, and it is very scary at times. So this video might help me as well, and it might help you as well if you are feeling these feelings. So let us start. And today I'm also going to be telling you about what I do to not let comfort take over my life, because I have experienced major discomfort in these past 2 years, and I would definitely say that it has led me to being a more emotionally mature person and being a better person in general, because I have had a lot of self realizations and I have introspected a lot. And with that, let us start. So, the first thing that comes to my mind right now is self realization. Like, you will have to realize that something is wrong and you will have to accept the flaw in something to change it. For example, if you do not see anything wrong with bed rotting the entire day, or just, scrolling reels and having 10 hours of screen time, and you do not see any problem in that, and you do not want to change that, you have not accepted that as a problem for yourself, then probably this video is not for you. Because unless you accept that something is wrong, how will you change it? You cannot change something which is perfectly fine. Like, your brain would not want to change something which seems perfectly all right and which is a healthy practice. But having 10 hours of screen time is not healthy. So in having to attempt to change it, you will have to realize and you will have to wire your brain to think कि भाई ये गलत है, उसके बाद ही तो आप चेंज ला पाओगे. So first thing is self realization. Introspection is very important, because you will realize your flaws, you will realize where you are lacking, you will realize what you want to achieve, and you will realize what matters to you. If being a better person matters to you, if being skilled matters to you, if being healthy matters to you, or if just being mentally well matters to you, then you will have to work in the direction to achieve all of those things. And in order to do that, you will first have to accept कि अच्छा, this is something that I have not achieved as of yet, and I will have to work in a certain direction. I'll have to do certain things so I achieve this state of wellness. First step is always that. First step is always to identify the problem. Now next is that you need to understand, you need to tell yourself that you're worth something. You need to tell yourself that you're worth the risk. Because as long as you'll think ki it might not work out, is it even worth it, then your brain is subconsciously going to fall back. You are going to fall back into that pit of being stuck into your comfort zone again and again and again and again. Because your brain does not see that vision, your brain is not ready to execute your vision to achieve something. And believe it or not, every version of yourself has to go through discomfort to achieve growth. There is no shortcut for that. Every version of yourself has to go through discomfort to achieve something. I, for example, was for 2 years away from my family, away from my parents, in a very orthodox household, in a very mentally draining and physically exhausting environment. But all that discomfort made me realize a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things. It pushed me to independence sometimes, and then I fell back into so much dependence, and there were just a lot of emotions. But all of that discomfort, all of that thought and introspection, and everything that I learned from that is helping me now. So discomfort does not go waste. I am recording a video, I am sitting right now, मेरा पंखा बंद है, I am sweating, but this is going to help me. This is going to help me realize some things in life. This is going to help me introspect in life later. This is me documenting my life. This is a way of me telling myself that I'm growing, because now I'm able to talk about certain things. Now I'm able to talk about a topic like comfort zone, which is pretty intense in my opinion. So you will have to take a stand for yourself. You will have to realize that you are worth the risk, and you will have to train your brain to think कि मेरे विजन्स, मेरे एम्बिशंस, मेरे ड्रीम्स सब वर्थ इट हैं. इतना वर्थ इट है कि मैं कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें करूँ जो मैंने आज से पहले कभी नहीं करी हैं, जो मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो सकती हैं, बट रिगार्डलेस ऑफ दैट मैं वो चीज़ें करूँ. तो वो चीज़ें करो. हैव सच अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीव सिस्टम दैट यू आर वर्थ ऑल द रिस्क एंड यू आर गोइंग टू सेव योर सेल्फ. तुम्हारे अलावा तुम्हें और कोई बचाने नहीं आ रहा है. You are somebody who will save yourself, and you are the only person who can save yourself, by the way. No friend, no family member, not your parents, not your siblings, anybody cannot make your dream life for you. You can make it, you can earn it. If you choose to step out of your comfort zone, if you choose to do the things that you have never done before, to build the life that you dream of. And always remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I read that on Pinterest, and it somewhat altered the way that I think about certain things. And it just made self rebellion easy for me. We need to rebel to ourselves as well. We rebel to our family ki I have to go out, I have to do certain things, because we are sure कि मैं बाहर जाऊंगी, I'll enjoy. We are sure कि I'll go to that birthday party and I'll have fun there, because we are sure of it. But how come we're not sure of ourselves? We need to be sure of ourselves too. We need to have that sense of rebellion towards ourselves and our comfort zone as well. Because self manipulation, as much as it can help you get through certain things, it can also, make you feel very stuck in life. Because at times when you are doom scrolling and you think, maybe I deserve 10 more minutes of scrolling. अरे यार, I deserve it यार, 10 मिनट से कुछ नहीं होता. That is you manipulating yourself into thinking that this is all right. Being stuck in life is all right. It is not. It might be comfortable, but it is not. You need to learn to keep the promises that you make to yourself. I struggle with studying a lot, but studying was something that came very naturally to me earlier. I used to love study, I used to enjoy studying. But I've come to realize that I enjoyed it only because the environment was easy. The people were supportive back then, and I just had all the resources back then. But when my life changed drastically, when I had to move cities, and when I had to deal with certain things that I had probably never dealt before with, I just stopped studying. I basically gave up on studying because it became so difficult. I did not show up for myself because it became difficult, and that is where I lost. But I am very thankful to myself that I realized that things. Maybe I realized it a lot later, but I realized it. I pulled myself out of that pit, and now I see that I'm worth it. And now I see that I'm worth working on. Now I see that maybe I can do something bigger and so much better than I have ever expected for myself. You can do that too. A mindset shift, and just believing in the risk कि मैं अपने लिए कुछ कर सकता हूँ, मैं अपने लिए कुछ कर सकती हूँ. I am worth all the risk that I take. That is what you need to know. And रही बात perfection की, तो you can achieve perfection after you start. I am not perfect. I am still putting out videos. Because one day my brother was just walking around the house and he was wearing a t-shirt that said start before you are ready. And I was not ready at that point of time. I was not ready on that day. But I still put out a video on YouTube on that day because that is what motivated me. That is what pushed me. The slightest, the smallest of things can lead to the biggest of differences. And you can start small. Like, you do not need a big drastic change in your timetable in your life. You can start small. You can start by, for example, if you're a student and you find studying very, very difficult, you can start by studying 20 minutes. You can start by probably talking to the camera. You can start by journaling for 2 minutes. You can start by, you know, reading a book. You can start with anything, and you can start at any point of time. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अभी मैं स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकती, मेरे एग्जाम्स चल रहे हैं, अभी मैं स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकती, मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, मेरे घर वालों को नहीं पता दैट आई एम डूइंग दिस, मेरे घर वालों को नहीं पता दैट आई एम पुटिंग आउट वीडियोज ऑन यूट्यूब, बट आई वॉन्ट टू डू दिस बिकॉज आई थिंक दैट this will help me, this this can make me a better person, because this is genuinely making me understand myself better. When I talk to the camera, I am not conscious of कि कोई मुझे सुन रहा है, आई एम नॉट कॉन्शियस ऑफ कि मुझे जजमेंट आएगी कैमरा से, बिकॉज कैमरा क्या जज कर लेगा भाई, मुझे कैमरा मुझे जज नहीं कर रहा है. And that is the reason that I don't think of it much. I do not overthink my efforts. I do not overthink my videos. I just put it out there because it helps me, and I think that it might help you as well. So, with that, I would just like to say one last thing ki you are worth it. You do not realize it maybe today, और मे बी यू थिंक कि तुम्हारी ड्रीम लाइफ बनने में बहुत टाइम लगेगा, और यू माइट थिंक कि तुम इतने पेशेंट नहीं हो, और यू माइट बी स्कैर्ड. आई एम वेरी स्कैर्ड. अभी आई गिव यू अ वेरी रिसेंट एग्जाम्पल. आई एम वेरी स्कैर्ड बिकॉज आई हैव टू स्पेंड द नेक्स्ट फ्यू डेज इन अ प्लेस दैट हैज़ गिवन मी अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रॉमा, but I am going to do it anyway because I think that might be a process of that might be a part of my healing process, because I might finish some unfinished business, or I am just willing to take that bet on myself. I am willing to do that because I think that would make me emotionally more strong. So you can take a bet on yourself as well. You can do the things that you want to do. You can step out of your comfort zone. You can literally do anything that you want to, but you need to realize that the problem with you being stuck in your comfort zone is something that you need to change. If you do not see it as a problem, then you will not want to change it. So realize it, take action, and just do what needs to be done, and you'll figure it out. I'm also figuring it out. On a lot of days I just feel like staying in bed, on a lot of days I just feel like watching YouTube or watching Instagram, but I restrict myself. I have the focus mode turned on, I have my daily screen time limit, and that is something that I personally believe helps a lot, and you can try that too. And these are the things that I say to myself basically when I feel like not doing the things that I have to do. So that is about it for today. And if you like this video, then drop a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more such videos. And that is it. Bye.